This is my first ever video. I don't have a webcam yet. I'm actually using my camera. It's a little older. It's only 1 gig of memory, so I might get 2 minutes, I might get 5, who knows. But I wanted to welcome you. This is our summer of me, a calling forth of self-care. I'm so excited that you're here, and just wanted to share with you a little bit about what this was. I believe that self-care and self-communication are pivotal to everything, our families, our friends, our creativity, our very lives. You might already have a solid practice in place, and if you do, great, please share. I personally don't, and that's part of where this came from. I was taking an online course called Create Space, given by Liz Lamoureux. Heavy heart, Liz. And it occurred to me after I signed up for an art workshop with Jenny Horn, who's going to be with us in the summer of me. But I signed up for a workshop at her home. She lives about 45 minutes away from me. Finally, somebody near me. There are actually a few artists here. A few of them will be partaking, but excuse me. Not letting the cold stop me. Not having proper equipment stop me. I'm doing this. So anyway, after I signed up for the workshop with Jenny, it occurred to me that this was my summer of me. I know a lot of people have crazy lives. I have a crazy day job, or I perceive it so. And remember, reality is 99% perception, so therefore it is crazy. But in any event, I wanted to take the summer to really focus and do things that make me happy, that call to me, that excite me, that make me come alive. And I thought, you know, a lot of people don't have systems in place. I'm pretty sure, just from talking with some people online, and, you know I'm not alone. So I thought, what better way than to take the summer. There are 13 weeks of summer, of course, and we have 36 wonderful artists that are coming along with us to share tidbits of self-care, what they do, what they might want to do, because, you know, things change. You have to be flexible. But in any event, I said that twice. It can be the smallest thing. Breathe. I know that sounds crazy, but think about it. Without breath, where are you? And I tense up, and I hold my breath when I get stressed or crazy busy, and that never ends well. So literally, this calms me. I had to stop for a second and pointedly breathe in and hold it and let go. Sometimes that's all I can do. Sometimes that helps, sometimes it doesn't, but you have to work with what you have. And in the midst of a crazy day when I have 5 emails that are urgent, 2 phone calls on hold, on the phone with another call, 4 people in my office, everything's an emergency. It's not brain surgery, it's not life or death, but it's important to the people that are involved in all of these situations, and I don't want to make them not feel important by projecting my stress onto them. Sometimes it's hard. I'm not an expert by any means, but each person that I come into contact with daily, they have their own issues. They might be fighting a bigger battle. So I try to keep in my mind to stay calm and to assess the situation and to carry forth with as little craziness as possible. Meanwhile, back at the range, I'm crazy in my head, and you should see my studio. But that's another day. Organization is key. That's one thing I'm going to be working on this summer, because it doesn't have to have, I don't have to have a home for everything, but, you know, some organization calms me. So we're going to work on that. I don't know if you guys know about this book, Imagine a Woman in Love with Herself, Embracing Your Wisdom and Wholeness by Patricia Lynn Riley. I read the poem online, And I'm becoming quickly a fan of poetry thanks to Liz. But more importantly, my ADD that I know is in my head. I can't sit through a book. I can't read. And I used to read books by the dozens. And I just can't. I can't focus. A long blog throws me off sometimes. So I just need concise, straight to the point, babysit me, tell me ABC. But I've not read this book. I have several more here that I have not read yet, but I'll glance through and look. Hopefully we can find something that that helps us along. Ironically, I cannot really breathe. I'm stuffy, so I might need to find another way of self-care this week. But before we run out of time, imagine a woman who believes it is right and good she is a woman. A woman who honors her experience and tells her stories, who refuses to carry the sins of others within her body and life. Imagine a woman who has acknowledged the past's influence on the present, a woman who has walked through her past, who has healed into the present. Imagine a woman in love with her own body, a woman who believes her body is enough just as it is, who celebrates her body's rhythms and cycles as an exquisite resource. And it goes on and on. Imagine a woman who honors the body of the goddess in her changing body. Imagine a woman who has access to the full range of human emotion. A woman who expresses her feelings clearly and directly, who allows them to pass through her as gracefully as a breath. I think that's my favorite so far. I have no memory, so I don't remember a lot of the other, but it's about 20 little stanzas, and this book, from what I remember, takes each one and goes into depth a little bit more, and I really need to read this. It's going to be a good book. I'll put that on my list, my sticky notes. Thank you, Jen. Actually, I did sticky notes before I started talking with a friend of mine online, Jen, and Jennifer. I've never met her, but she's going to be part of this as well. And she has a marvelous way of organizing things with sticky notes. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, I have a million just laying here and everywhere. But part of this process is to lean in. I'm trying to live my poem and just see what happens this summer. And you guys are going to hold me accountable, because normally I have grand ideas and they fall flat. Or I overthink things to the point where nothing gets done, and I just have list after list or notebook after notebook. I had 54 notebooks one time started in different stages of completion. That drives me crazy. And I'm trying to let go of things that don't serve me. That does not serve me. The miscommunication with myself no longer serves me. It never did. I never realized it. But until I actually believe, no matter what anyone says, my husband, my mother, my father, my brothers, my friends, it doesn't matter. Until I believe it, it's not my reality. And so I want to believe it. I want to honor, empower, motivate, inspire, but I can't do that unless I start within. My life coach, Leah, who is joining us on the journey, is fabulous, and she's told me several times, several sayings, I think Buddha even, basically what you need, you have within. Look within. And I know it sounds hokey, and you hear that all the time, and sometimes if you're in a place of crazy and you don't know, you might be in a dark place, you don't even know where you're at. It seems like words sometimes, and words are comforting, but just know you're not alone, and that if you start with baby steps, start with the summer of me, take 20 minutes out of a week. It doesn't have to be every day, just whatever you can work in, because life happens. Just take 20 minutes. Take a lunch break and go sit in your car in the parking lot of the library under a big tree and read or write or just sit. Watch people. I mean, that doesn't have to cost any money. I know a lot of people are short on time and funds these days. But Leah, once again, told me that she has never known of any monetary problem that can't be solved. It might not feel like that when you're in the depths of despair or when you're down lower than you think you can go. But think about it. If you have health, or if you can get up and do more things than not, if you have a loving spouse or family member or child, or any kind of support system, a friend online. I mean, sometimes those friends online get you more than the friends in real life. And I think part of that for me is the fact that I can communicate better with written word. I can copy and paste and move the beginning to the end and the middle to the front, and I can make it sound like what's in my head instead of like this jumbled mess that probably will cut off. I have no idea how long I've been talking. But moral of the story is, remember, you are wonderful, you are wise, you are worth it, and I'm excited that you're on this journey with us. So stay tuned. My plan, as loose as it may be, is to feature an artist, 2 artists a week. Hopefully Sunday night I'll put a post up for you to get Monday, and then I'll put a post up Friday night for you to get Saturday. And maybe if all you do these 13 weeks is read the posts or listen to the vlogs, that hopefully I can get to work. I'm a novice at this. But if that's all you can do, that's okay, because it's better than what you were doing.